Good day. So the question is, how does aggressive behavior affect your health?
Well, let's just say somebody is a little over the top with emotions and that kind of thing. And I have to revert back to another idea, and that is hypochondriacs. People will say, oh, it's all in their head. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But if you think it, you're generating chemicals because we're electrochemical human beings. We're electrochemical beings. And that means if you think something, you have generated some form of chemicals. And if you think you're sick, and you really do think you're sick, whether you're sick or not, you can become sick because there's enough chemicals, bad chemicals, being generated by what you believe to actually produce that kind of a result. So, how does that tie in with aggressive behavior? Okay, let's say aggressive behavior is a mental function. Obviously, it is. It's not a kidney function or a liver function. It's something you do. It's what you do to other people, or what you're doing to the driver in front of you, or what you're doing to your family or your dog or yourself, basically. So, does it affect your health? Well, it has to come back to the question, if you think aggressively, if you are aggressive, those are mental actions, and therefore you're creating various kinds of stress hormones. Those are going to affect your blood pressure. They're going to affect, most likely, your cholesterol. They're going to produce negative chemicals, bad chemicals, that are detrimental to your health. So I do believe that aggressive behavior does, in fact, affect your health. It can't help but affect your health over a long period of time.
Interesting. So do you think that having a positive mindset has a lot to do with how it could directly correlate to the state of your health?
Absolutely, it can. You see people. I'm involved with some people who have some cancer, and I notice they will buy supplements from me or whatever, and I notice that those people who have a positive attitude last a lot longer, or even beat the cancer, compared to those who walk in with a dark cloud over their head and say, the doctor gives me 6 months, and they're resigned to the fact that the doctor knows when they're going to die. Well, I got news for you. Nobody knows when you're going to die. Obviously, they're educated in their fields. Maybe they can guess pretty close. But there's a lot of people who are told that they're going to die in 6 months and they're alive 10 years later. In almost every case, these are people who had, they know that's not going to happen to me attitude. I'm going to beat this thing. I don't have to die. And so their whole attitude becomes aggressive in a positive way. They become aggressive to live life to its fullest. They reach out and they go for life. They grab, as they used to say in the beer commercial, they grab for the gusto. And they live life. Even if they do die in 6 months, they live more in 6 months than the person who lives 6 months dreading the end. So I think aggressive behavior sometimes can even be a positive, but most of the time, aggressive behavior is a negative thing and will produce negative results in health. Now, it says, how does aggressive behavior affect your health? Let's turn that for just a moment. If you have aggressive behavior, how does it affect the health of those around you? If you don't want other people to have to deal with nervous anxiety because of your actions, maybe you could actually affect the quality of their health. So toning down aggressive behavior is going to be a positive thing for you, and it's going to be a positive thing for other people. All right, let's look at it from another point of view. What if you are engaged with an aggressive person every day at work? What do? Do you return aggressive behavior with aggressive behavior? or do you kill them with kindness? I tend to want to ignore the aggressive behavior and simply smile and say, maybe I need to get back with you a little later. Would that be okay? And the person will kind of calm down. They will, sure, yeah, come see me in an hour. You have diffused an aggressive situation where maybe they're aggressive because they really don't know how to do their job very well, and they think somebody's going to figure that out. Most people already have, but that person is terrified about losing their job, so they're aggressive. So you come back later and you've diffused the issue. You may have contributed to the well-being of that person. So just some thoughts, because I do believe that it does affect health, yours or others.
Interesting, very interesting. Yeah, I think there's a lot of truth to that, especially as you were mentioning different hormones that can get produced
Absolutely.
by those thoughts and by those feelings.
Absolutely.
It's amazing how the brain works like that.
It's amazing. We are what we think, basically. We really are what we think, or we become what we think. And there's an old sales expression, I think I told you this yesterday. When you're selling something, you are what they think you are. So there's a mental perception, a projection that you can do. And what this really has to do with mental health and behavior, I don't know, but it was an interesting comment. And it has to do with human behavior and human expectations. But you're right, the brain is really an amazing miracle.
Yeah, absolutely.
So until next time, this is Jerry.
And David.
We try to bring you these videos. These are answers to, as best we can do, to questions that you have presented to us. We are trying as best we can to contribute to that bucket of knowledge that's out there and from some of the experiences that we've had. And we really feel that we try our very best. We produce these videos every day, and we've got several hundred videos now on every kind of thing you could imagine. And we have a lot of fun doing it. If you like what we do, give us a like. Better yet, subscribe. That'd be even better. And there is something about the answering you have commented on about comments.
Yeah. Dr. Petermann will respond to any comments or questions. He's very due diligent about that, right?
I love doing that. And so, I gotta be honest. I am really deeply humbled by some of the kind remarks that you've given us. We try our very best, and so if you have any comments, good, bad, or ugly, we'd love to hear from you. And so until next time, be well.
Be well.